Good evening. My name's Nate. I'm your teacher for tonight. Tonight we're going to have another reading and conversation class. Happy that you could join us. Everybody is welcome to join. Just like to invite you all to please download the document that we'll be using. That will be something that we're going to be reading with tonight. Let me get you the link. Put it there. As always, participation is very important here at Verbling, and we appreciate everybody who joins. And I'll make sure that tonight, everybody who wants to have a chance to read and talk can have plenty of opportunities. Hello, how are you doing tonight? I'm having a hard time hearing you. I don't know if your microphone's off. I'm still not hearing you. We'll work on it. Just keep working on it. I'm happy you're joining here. My name's Nate, and glad you're joining class. I'll give you just a second to get your microphone going. No problem. That's okay. You know, sometimes in the upper right-hand corner, right above the Verbling chat, there's a little button that says mute microphone. If that got pushed, that might have turned off your microphone. I don't know. You can give it a look. As you work on this, no problem at all. We'll get it going here. Where are you from? You can type it in if, as we're working on that microphone.
Hello.
Hello, how are you? There it goes.
I am okay.
Good, good. Where are you from?
Can you hear me?
Yes, absolutely. It's coming in great now.
Yeah, I am from Turkey.
Oh, fantastic. What's your name?
My name is Salih.
Salih? Awesome. Thank you so much for joining class. It's nice to meet you. I'm Nate.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Fantastic. Thank you. Well, I see we have a few more students joining class. I'd just like to welcome everybody. My name is Nate, and tonight our class is going to be a reading class and a conversation class. So I just encourage everybody to please feel welcome here. I've put a link to the document we'll be using tonight up in the Verbling chat, and it's available for everybody to download. And we're going to have a wonderful conversation. We'll wait for just a second as a few more people are joining. And I'll let you download that document, and we'll be ready to go after a while. Oh, there's a familiar face. Hi, Maria Jose. How you doing?
Hi, Nate. I'm doing well, thanks. And you?
Well, I'm doing okay. I can't complain. I cut my hair off. What do you think?
Yeah. In Colombia, we say that te bajaste del bus.
You say what?
Te bajaste del bus when somebody cut off her hair.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Well, I just decided that would be easier for me to take care of, and a lot of it's going anyway. So I just took a shaver, and I was like,
okay.
It's nice to have you in class. Well, why don't we get going to? Let's get going in class. I always like having everybody introduce themselves. I'll start since I'm on the far right of the contacts tonight. My name is Nate. I'm from Nevada in the United States, and I've been a teacher here on Verbling for a while. and I love it, and I love meeting all my awesome students. I think we always have a good time, and I like to have a lot of conversation in my class, and so I would just I would just encourage everybody to please feel comfortable
Sorry.
and be brave. That's okay, and we'll have a great class. So that's about me. If you have any serious questions, you can ask me. I'll answer any questions. Mohammed, how are you tonight?
How are you?
Wonderful. How are you?
Hello.
Hello. Where are you from, Mohammed?
I'm fine. Hello. I'm from Syria.
From Syria? Fantastic. Well, thank you
From
so much for
Damascus.
joining. From
Yes,
Damascus? Ah,
Yes, Damascus.
I have another student who attends a lot of my verbling classes from Damascus also. I've never met somebody from Damascus that I don't like, so I'm sure you're a nice guy. Thank you for joining class.
Yes. Welcome. Thank you.
Yeah. Ronaldo, how are you tonight?
Fine, thank you.
Wonderful. Where are you from?
I'm from Costa Rica,
Oh, no way. Fantastic. What part of Costa Rica?
and at San Ramon, in San Ramon,
Wonderful.
downtown.
Downtown. Wonderful. Well, I'm sure happy to have you here in class. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you.
Maria, it's your turn.
Okay, my turn. I am from Colombia and I am happy to be here. And I like your new hairstyle.
Thank you. What's left of it, right?
Yeah.
I like cutting my hair like this because it never gets messed up.
And you prevent the hot sensation when the weather is warm.
That's true. Although right now it's winter, so I always wear a hat. I always wear a hat. So it's like
Maybe
yeah, it's like the
maybe you
picture on my profile. You know, I have a hat on. I
yes.
always wear that.
Maybe you have to how do you say that? You have to take care of your head because maybe it's frozen. It's frozen.
Yeah, maybe. Well, thank you. It's so nice to have you in class. Sully, would you like to introduce yourself to the class? Sully, are you there?
Yeah, I am here.
Would you like to say hello to the class?
Uh, I want to learn English because
Excellent.
yeah,
Well, that's
I
wonderful.
like all language of the world. I have to learn English.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
wonderful. Well, I'm happy to have you here in class. Thank you for joining tonight.
thank you so much.
Oh,
Thank you, my
thank you.
teacher.
Oh, thank you. Igor, how are you today?
Yes, hi, I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Wonderful, thank you. Where are you from, Igor?
I'm Igor from Republic of Moldova.
Moldova. And have you been on Verbling for a long time?
Yes, for a month and a half, and I've been in your classes too, in, some on your class at this time.
Yes, you have. I just wanted you to introduce yourself to the class. It's so nice to have you here again. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Imad, welcome.
Hello, Nate. How are you?
Great,
Matt.
thank you.
Yeah, thank
How
you.
are you?
Thanks. What time is it in your country?
Right now at my house it is 10:15 p.m.
Oh, 10:15. It's 8 a.m. here in Egypt.
Oh wow,
So
you're ahead of me.
yeah, but I saw your pajama and thought you maybe have the same spirit right now, like you are one in the morning or like that. So I wouldn't expect that kind of difference between Egypt time and your time.
Yeah,
Also,
we're
11
we're
hours.
very far apart. Yeah, I'm wearing I have a jersey that's for it's for a soccer club from Chicago that I'm wearing tonight.
Wow, very nice.
Yeah, thank you. I'm getting ready for soccer season again. So. Well, thank you for joining us, Imad. It's so nice to have you here again. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Asako, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing great.
Excellent. Where are you from?
I'm from Japan.
Awesome. And what time is it in Japan?
What time is it here?
Yeah.
It's 3:10 p.m.
Isn't it incredible? Well, you guys will have to forgive me. I say good night because for me, it's late. But thank you for joining us from Japan. We're very happy to have you here.
Thank you.
And it looks like our last student we'll introduce tonight is Ahmed. How are you tonight?
Hi, how are you?
Great,
My name
thank
is
you.
Ahmed. I'm living in Kuwait. I have just woke up. Yeah.
You
It's
just woke up?
9 p.m. 9 a.m. Yes.
Oh, wow. You slept in?
Nice to see you again.
Yeah, it's nice to see you too. So we have all kinds of people. People up late at night, people getting up early in the morning, but we're all here and we're going to have a great lesson. Let me paste one more time in the Verbling chat. This is a link to a document we're going to use during our class. And tonight we're going to talk about nonverbal communication. I'm going to type that in. Who could tell me what nonverbal communication is?
Maybe body language.
Very good. That's a great way to put it. Body language. Anyone else have a description of what nonverbal communication or body language is?
This type of communication involves like movements, and gestures of our body.
Very good. Gestures, movements, excellent. Any other comments?
Face expressions and maybe
Yeah, facial expressions. Excellent. You know, people say that 90% of communication is nonverbal communication. That's a lot, don't you think?
Yeah, I think it's correct.
You think it's correct?
Yeah.
Anybody else have an opinion on that? Do you think that's too high or too low, or how much of communication is nonverbal?
I think if I heard someone talking, I may take a wrong idea of what he is, and I'll try to figure out automatically. I'll try to make a figure of his face or how he looks from his voice. So we all look for the visual memory more than any other things. Oh, I can see from someone that he has, for example, eyebrow, very wide eyebrow. Then I remember when I see his face, I immediately remember his name. I remember everything. So I think communication, this meaning that if you make something like you are angry, I will understand your what you mean or what you feel without anything. You can say nothing.
Okay, wonderful. And sometimes I think people send one message non-verbally, and they say something different verbally, but which is the more powerful message?
Non-verbal communication is more powerful.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, you're right.
Yeah, of course. Like it's not depend only in the body language, like body language. When we're talking about non-verbal communication, one of them is the tone of the sound. Like when I say to someone, "Come here," and someone, "Come here, please." There is two of words to describe something that come here, but one of them with a punishment expression, and another with best one with a kindness. Yes.
Very good. Yeah, that's a very great example. And so we have to be careful and make sure that we are sending the message we want to send. Now tonight we'll be reading a document which talks about this topic. Our purpose, of course, today is to practice and learn English, and so I'll give you chances to read, and I'll take volunteers who want to practice their reading, and then we'll look through this document for any vocabulary that I can help you learn. Vocabulary are the building blocks of language, and so it's important that we look to build that tonight. Why don't you go ahead and open up your document, and just please let me know when you have the document open and ready to read.
We're ready.
Okay, Igor's ready.
Yeah.
Okay. Maria's ready. Awesome. Wait just a few more seconds.
I am ready also.
Okay, Ahmed, great. Ronaldo, do you have the document open?
Yes.
What's so funny, Maria?
Nothing. One friend of my dad, he's watching the verbing class. Said me, "Oh my God, Nate cut off his hair. I can't believe it."
Believe it, when it gets summer here, I always cut my hair like this. Sometimes even shorter because I hate to have long hair. Anyways. Okay, well, well, let's go. Let's open up to slide number 2, and we're going to read an introduction to our conversation tonight. This seems like a wonderful class. Already we have some fantastic comments, and let's just keep this going. Who would like to read slide number 2 for the class?
Can I?
Me.
Okay.
Let's start with Imad. We'll let you start, and I'm sure everyone will get a chance. So Imad, go ahead and read slide number 2 for us.
They say a picture paints 1,000 words, and the same can certainly be said for gesture. We all subconsciously give away hints as to our true feelings through our movements and gestures. This is a list of 25 examples of a body language.
Excellent. So here's a real common phrase that people will say in English. A picture paints 1,000 words. How do you interpret that saying? What does that mean?
A picture can express more than one state of feelings.
Okay. Does anyone have an example?
Maybe a photo can express something, like when you are happy and when you are sad. You can figure it out in a photo.
Okay. Wonderful.
I will give you an example.
Okay.
When we look about Mona Lisa pictures, Mona Lisa picture have a secret, the smile secret. Yes, it can express to our feelings. When we happy, we will see the Mona Lisa smile. When we angry, we will see the Mona Lisa angry. So it will express so it express more than one state or our state.
Excellent. Yeah, that's a great example. Well, before we move on and start talking, so tonight we're going to talk about 25 examples of body language, and this will be useful for us as you learn English or any other language. We'll remember these gestures, and that will help us understand what we're hearing. But also, it's important as a speaker to know what message we're sending. Was there any vocabulary from slide number 2 that you needed help with?
No.
Okay.
It's all clear.
Let's move on then. We're going to have, on slide number 3, we've got a picture of a police officer. What messages does that picture send? What message is that man sending?
Firm.
Okay.
He's strict man.
A strict man, okay.
He is confident and it's ready something to do.
Okay, so confident, excellent. That's a great word to describe him.
He's the boss.
He's the boss, okay. Yeah.
And he wants something to do. He's ready something to do for me. For example, I see in this picture.
Okay, so he's like ready for action.
Yes, ready for some action, something want to do, something want to say, or something to do an action.
Yeah. When I look at him, in my mind, I can picture him saying, "Hey, what is there a problem here? I'm ready to go."
Yes.
Is there something going on here? Do I need to take care of this? So yeah. Well, let's read about some of the gestures that we have. We've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 1, 2, 3. There are 5. Okay, and we have a gesture and what it means. Now these are very short readings, but they are full of wonderful vocabulary. And so I'd invite anyone who's following along in the chat, or you guys who are here live, if there's a word that comes up that you don't understand, please type it in the Verbling chat and we'll discuss it. Okay? So number 4, why don't we have Igor? You wanted to read, am I right?
Yes.
Yeah. Why don't you read this one? Go ahead.
Gesture: brisk, erect walk. Meaning: confidence. Gesture: standing with hands on hips. Meaning: readiness. How to read this word? Readiness.
Readiness.
Readiness. Aggression. Gesture: sitting with legs crossed, foot kicking slightly. Meaning: boredom. How to read this word? Boredom.
Boredom.
Boredom. Gesture: sitting legs apart. Meaning: open, relaxed. Gesture: arms crossed on chest. Meaning: defensiveness.
Very good. Now this page is rich with vocabulary, so let's type any words in the Verbling chat that you would like to discuss. I'll wait for just a moment as you do that.
The Verbling chat asking for all of you guys.
Well, I'm just going to answer Valentina, who is in the Verbling chat. We cannot hear you right now, Valentina, but go ahead and type. Go ahead and type into the chat. And if a space opens, if somebody drops out of the chat, just click on the green button that says "Join Class," and you might get in. Okay. So a couple people, Imad and Maria, thank you so much for typing in there. Brisk. Brisk means quickly or swift. All right, and it doesn't mean really fast, but it's kind of quick. Do you understand what I'm saying? So a sentence I might use with the word brisk is, when I walked outside, there was a brisk breeze blowing.
So ready.
It's kind of a strong breeze, a strong wind, or something like that.
Yeah, brisk is like. So I'm going to say brisk is quick. So with the wind, it would be kind of strong, kind of quick. Here it's talking about walking. So it says a brisk walk. A brisk walk is a fast walk. Somebody who's walking quickly. Okay?
But how it will be gesture? Brisk gesture, how is that?
The gesture is the way of walking. Have you ever seen somebody walk really slow and it's like,
Yeah.
it seems like they're bored. If somebody walks very quick, if they're walking quickly towards something, that says, I want to get there. This is important to me. Okay? And the word erect means straight. Okay? So if you're standing up straight and walking quickly, that tells people confidence. Okay? Was that an acceptable explanation? Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right, wonderful. Any other words on there? Maria says a stalker. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, stalkers maybe would walk like that. Aggression. Imad says aggression. That's a great one.
Is it like kind of angry or ready to fight or kind
Yeah.
angry?
Have you ever seen this word, aggressive? This is an adjective.
Yeah. So it's different from aggressive.
Yes, these words are related. If somebody is aggressive, they are more likely to attack or take control of things. And so aggression is that action, that attacking action. Okay? Imad, did that answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay. Wonderful. Any others on this one?
Readiness have the same meaning? This word?
Readiness.
Readiness. Oh, ready, from ready. Okay.
From ready, yes. If you're ready, you're prepared. And so readiness is being prepared. So in our picture, when the police officer had his hands on his hips, that was like he was saying, I'm ready to go. Okay? Wonderful. Do you use any of these? Think about how you act in the daytime. You know, when you go about your business. Do you use any of these gestures?
This is automatically. When you use, you do not observe this.
But have you ever, you're right, Igor, they're more like a part of your characteristic. But have you noticed yourself using any of these?
Yes, of course. All of this, I think.
You think you use all of them?
Yes, and day by day, but not maybe all of them in one time, but
okay.
In one day, one gesture. It's not something that I want to do, but this is natural.
Yeah. How do you know? It's kind of interesting. How do you think people get these same gestures? Because if I do this,
you do not want to talk with us.
You are bored.
I'm a bad teacher if I do that, right?
Yes, you do not want to talk with us.
We still have some difference. For example, if you try to judge the picture of Einstein, for example, you will see that he is like insane, man, or you can't say the truth from his picture or from his movement. He didn't appear as erect or brisk. No, he is very kind of lazy and slow. So you can't take the real picture. It's only external quality, not internal quality. This is the problem if we take only body language.
That is a problem, isn't it?
I can describe what I can answer. I made the questionnaire or inquire. When we look at the picture is the static behavior. So when we're talking about body language, it's mean language. Language mean communication.
Yeah. Ahmed, look at the doctors, doctors, professors, and your
university.
Yeah, look at your
No, it's a static picture, please. It's a static picture. When we talk about body language, there is when we say language, we must consider that language mean communication. What is communication? Communication mean reply from another person and listening to the other person.
Yes.
And what is between them? Between them, there is another language. It's called body language.
When I
So
say
it's
but they
interchangeable.
both go
Yeah.
together, don't they?
Yes,
Well,
both
you know,
integrated
we could.
each other. Yes,
You're right,
integrate each other. Yes.
please, Andrew.
Ahmed. I appreciate your opinion, and you're right. We could probably have a big discussion about what this is, but let's remember our purpose here tonight is to get a lot of practice. I hate to cut you off, but I'd like to move on to the next reading if we can. Okay, I hope you don't take that the wrong way. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, no problem at all.
Okay.
I
Can I
want
say
to
something
clarify the
about
pictures.
Right. Yeah, you're right. Well, let's go. Let's look at a picture in slide number 5. Okay. So you could see here. What kind of a guy do you think? What do you think this guy is? The other guy was a
Chief.
police officer.
He is
Chief.
postman.
Boss.
Chief?
Chief.
A boss. You know, that makes me think. My son always says this phrase. Like a boss. When somebody does something really good, like something very impressive, he'll say, "Oh, like a boss." You reminded me of that, and you're right. He does look like a boss. He does. Well, let's take
He's
a look.
manager. He's manager.
Yeah, he's taking charge of something. Well, let's go to the next. The next slide shows a bunch of other gestures, and we're going to do the same thing we did before. We'll read them, and then there's got to be some vocabulary in here that I can help you with, and that's our main purpose tonight. So we're going to do that, okay? I'm kind of thinking there's 10 lines here. If somebody would like to read the first 5, and then another person read the other 5, that way 2 people get a chance to read. Who would like to read here on this one? Nobody wants to read.
Can I? I will read, no problem.
Okay.
I will like to read.
Wonderful. So the first 5 lines. Who would like to read the second 5?
I'll do.
Okay. All right. You guys are the volunteers. You get the practice. Let's do it.
Gesture, walking with hands in pockets, or in pockets. Shoulders hunched.
Hunched.
Hunched. Meaning, rejection.
Dejection. Very good.
Rejection. Yeah. Gesture, hand to check. Meaning, evaluation of thing. Gesture, touching or slightly rubbing in noise, meaning rejection, stop, lying.
Okay. Let's let our next reader finish off. Okay. Thank you very much.
Meaning rejection, doubt, lying. Gesture, rubbing the eye, meaning doubt, disbelief. Gesture, hands claps behind back, meaning anger, frustration, apprehension.
Okay. So here we go. These, I think I do these a lot, and I don't know if I don't think if I know if I mean these things that it says. Let's look at the vocabulary, then we can talk about it, okay? What's the vocabulary first? Why don't we type in the words? Oh, Valentina, please don't be stressed out. It's all good. If there's a word you'd like to learn, go ahead and type it in the Verbling chat, and I'll help you out. Oh, your headphones. I'm so sorry. Keep trying. Keep trying. Clasped. Okay, Maria's Thank you, Maria, for typing in there. I'm just going to leave a second or two for everybody to type the words they want to discuss. Hunched. That's a great one. Okay, so we got hunched. We've got, okay, dejection. Hands clasped behind back. Okay, cool. I'll just wait for one more second. If anyone wants another word, I'm here to serve you. I'll help you any way I can. Disbelief. Okay. Valentina, antes vivía en Argentina. Quédate aquí y te ayudaremos. All right, well, let's go. Let's look at our words, okay? So we got clasped. This is talking about our hands, okay? And this is if your hands are clasped, okay? Have you ever seen somebody sit like this? And they're like, my hands are clasped. But if they're clasped behind your back, that means you're frustrated.
But it's not true. It's not a correct gesture because it's meaning that you're confident.
Yeah, I agree with you, Igor, because me, when I'm just standing around, I just stand like that naturally, just like I'm resting. And I don't think it means I'm frustrated. I don't know. So I think that's for me, I think that's false. Okay,
for
but
me,
that's what it means.
It's true because when I am resting, I just put my arms side, I don't know, next my legs, I don't know, my hips, like holding my.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, everybody has different ones, and of course, the author of this wrote what they thought, and I think that's fair, Maria, to say that you have a separate interpretation. That's fine, no problem. Let's look at the next word, hunched. Does anyone know what hunched means?
Maybe contracted or kind of holding together.
Okay, very good. You know, there's a Walt Disney movie, and it's also, yes, Linda, you're writing it there, The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Do you know that movie?
Maybe I know him. The hunchback, meaning that have something like bent and frustrated.
Okay, cool. Yeah, now a hunchback is somebody who has a sickness and like in their back there's like a big bump. I can't really do it because I don't have it. But if you hunch over, you're like this. You know what I'm saying? You're like, I'll try to do it here for you. I'm hunched over. Means you're like bent over. You're bent over. You're kind of like, I don't know. It seems depressed, right?
Yes,
do you understand what hunched is?
Yeah, it's clear for me.
Okay, cool.
Yes, but he is writing that is detection, dejection, its meaning.
Right.
But you should look in context. If where this man is hunched is cold outside, for example, maybe it's cold and he is.
Oh yeah, that's really good. That's a really good point, because if they're cold, they just might be like trying to stay warm.
Yes, it's
right?
Something natural.
Yeah, you're right. Good, very good point, Igor. Thank you. Let's go to the next. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
If you example outside with that man, and it's cold outside, and he's hunched, you do not think automatically that he is in this way dejection.
Right. Yeah, you might just be freezing cold, right?
Yes.
Okay. Or somebody, if they had extreme pain in their stomach, could even be hunched over like in pain. They're like,
Yes.
oh, I'm in pain. You're right. So context is very important.
Yes, context.
Let's go to the next. Let's go to the next word, dejection. A lot of people are asking me about dejection. Dejection is when you're not accepted. You don't feel accepted from someone else. You feel like they don't accept you, and so you have dejection. Okay. I don't know how else to explain that. Is that a? I mean, do you guys get that?
Frustrated. No.
Not necessarily frustrated.
Like when someone fails in the exam, for example.
Yeah, like just not feeling very much self-esteem, not feeling accepted, or like they did a good job. Very nice. Lendit says discouraged. Lendit, you're like basically the teacher tonight. Lendit's doing a good job. You should read the verbally chat. Lendit, you're doing great. Thank you. 2 thumbs up for Lendit.
Can you say depressed? Same meaning?
Yeah, you know, depressed. Depression is definitely associated with dejection. Yes, sir. Absolutely. And the last one from this section was disbelief. Disbelief is like, I think you're lying to me. I don't believe what I'm hearing. So if I do this, that's showing disbelief. Like, I can't believe you. So that's disbelief. Now, touching or rubbing your nose, I just did that. I just went like this. I don't know why. That's a habit of mine. That doesn't mean I think you guys are lying. But that's what it says here. So
it's wrong. Maybe you have I don't know, a cold. So
yeah, maybe I have a cold. Okay, or allergies or something, right? So anyways, that's just an example. Just an example. Okay, well, let's go on. I want to make sure we read as much as we can. Let's go right to slide number 8, please. And do we have some people? You want to?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Oh, Valentina got your headphones working too. Good job. Awesome. Okay, Maria, go ahead.
Okay, gesture locked ankles, meaning apprehension. Gesture head resting in hands. Eyes downcast, meaning boredom. Boredom.
Boredom. Very good.
Boredom. Gesture rubbing hands, meaning anticipation. Go ahead and continue. Or
does somebody else want to read?
Yes, I want to read.
Okay,
but I cannot see the article.
Oops, that's not it. I'll tell you what, we will let you read on the next one. Maria, just for time, why don't you please continue reading? And
okay.
Michael, I'm happy you just joined class. This is the document we are working with here.
Okay. So,
okay. Thank you.
Gesture, sitting with hands clasped behind head, legs crossed, meaning confidence, superiority. Gesture, open palm, meaning sincerity, openness, innocence.
Oh, not bad. I'm just kidding. Good job. So let's take a look at these. Open palm is this. If I'm like, hey, look, I'm talking to you guys. That shows sincerity.
I never have using that. No.
Really?
When I talk, it's like normal. I don't know. But with the open palms, maybe when I pray the Good Father, I put my open palms. Yeah, but
like this. Okay.
Yeah, but in other occasion, I can do it.
I think this is one I use a lot. I'm always like, hey, come on, I'm telling you. It's like, hey, look, I'm being sincere. Okay, that's one.
We can see this gesture when someone talking with policeman, for example, and policeman something asking, and you something tell to policeman, no, I do not do this, or something like that.
Yeah, you're right. Sometimes, so like when people are being defensive, they're like, "Hey, come on, hey, look, I'm innocent." Okay, that's
Yes.
great, wonderful. Hands clasped. So here's hands clasped again behind your head.
It's fun. You look funny.
I'm a bird. No, not really. That one says confidence or superiority. Sometimes, like, I can picture like a boss sitting in a desk, and they're like, "Come into my office. Let's talk a little bit." So that's what that one means. Okay.
I wouldn't trust in that boss.
You wouldn't trust that
Kind of
boss. Okay. There's a great word right in the middle of this document. Anticipation. What does anticipation mean? That's a great vocabulary word.
Kind of probability. When someone wants the outcome of probability, anticipate.
Okay, when they feel there's a probable outcome, they would
Yes.
anticipate it. It's like they expect something. So it says rubbing hands. You're like, all right, we're gonna win this game. That's nice. That's good.
Or like when we're going to get your salary, so you're rubbing your hands. Yeah. Wanna.
Very good. So there are some great ones there. Let's continue reading. I can't believe our time is going by so fast tonight. You guys are really a great class. You guys are awesome. We're now on slide number 10. So Michael, you mentioned you wanted to read. Is there anyone else who would like to read?
Shall I read it?
Just a second, Michael. We might split it into two parts. If nobody else wants to read, I'll let you read the whole thing.
Okay.
Salih, would you like to read, or maybe Rolando? Either of you guys?
Oh, yes. What?
Okay. Would you like to participate? Read a little bit.
Yes. Well,
We're on slide number 10. So, Michael, if you would read the first 5 lines, please.
Okay.
Okay.
And then, Rolando, you can read the second 5 lines on slide 10.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead, Michael.
Okay. Slide number 10. Gesture pitching bridge of nose, eyes closed, meaning negative evaluation. Gesture tapping or jumping fingers, meaning impatience. Gesture stippling fingers, meaning authoritative.
Very good.
Gesture
We're gonna let excuse me, Michael. We're gonna let Rolando finish off. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you. No, you did great.
Gesture patting, folding hair, meaning lack of self-confidence, insecurity. Gesture quickly titled head, and meaning interest.
Very good. That the second to last line was quickly tilted head. Very good.
Okay.
You guys did great. Yeah, no problem. What vocabulary should we look at from here? If everybody, would you like to please type that in, and we can discuss it. I'll just wait for just a second for everybody to get their vocabulary in. I'm sure there's probably a word or two there that we could look up. Pinching, okay. Pinching bridge of nose. Tapping. Drumming. Fingers. I'll wait for just one more second if anybody has one they'd like to. Okay. Well, let's start taking a look here. First of all, there were a couple of phrases. We started with pinching the bridge. Oh, I didn't spell that. What is a bridge? Do you know what a bridge is?
Yes.
Middle of noise or
What is a bridge used for?
Bridge, like bridge when we have two areas and we want to connect each other, we use a bridge.
Excellent. Excellent. When you connect two areas, you use a bridge. And your nose, the bridge of your nose is right here. And so it kind of connects the nose to the forehead. So right here. So if I was pinching the bridge of my nose, I'd be like this. So it says pinching the bridge of your nose and closing your eyes. Have you ever seen somebody do this?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Anyone, let's see here. How about tapping? Tapping and drumming fingers. If I'm tapping my fingers, I'm doing this. This is tapping or drumming fingers, right? And that shows you're impatient, right, Linda? Thank you. Very nice. Soñarse los dedos. Yeah. Very nice, Valentina. Muy bien. Okay, so I think that's really good. I really want to jump so we get one more reading in before our time expires. I think reading is so important when we're trying to learn. So let's go right to the last 5 gestures. Is there anyone who has not read yet who would like to? I really want to give everybody a chance to read who would like to.
I'll read it.
Okay. Need, you would like to read? Is there a second reader?
Yes.
Okay. Nobody else seems to want to right now, so go right ahead.
Okay, I'm ready to reading.
Yes, go ahead.
Glacier, stroking chin, meaning trying to make a decision. Glacier, looking down, face turned away, meaning disbelief. Glacier, biting nail, meaning insecurity, nervousness. Glacier, pulling or tugging at ear, meaning indecision. Glacier, prolonged tilt head, meaning boredom.
Excellent, thank you. So here are our last 5 gestures. And the last chance at some vocabulary. Let's type it in if you have some vocabulary that you would like. Go right ahead and type it in.
Hello.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thanks, and you?
Great, thanks, Adriana.
Okay, my name is Valentina. I am using my man's
Oh, it's you,
account,
Valentina.
yes.
Mucho gusto.
Gracias.
Is there any vocabulary from this last slide you'd like to ask us about?
No, gracias, está bien.
Okay, muy bien. Anyone else have any vocabulary from this last slide? Biting, okay. I'll write them down. You guys type them in. Okay, there's one that says biting nails. What is the part of your hand that's your nail?
The external appearance one.
Could you repeat that, please?
The external part, the tip of the finger, there is a white, maybe white, pink portion that's called nail. When
Excellent.
someone biting his nail or her nails, it's eating your nails, actually. It's very bad
I eat
habit.
my nails, yes.
Yeah, I work with somebody who always says, your hands are your second face, meaning you shouldn't bite your nails because it gives a bad impression of you. You're right, this is your nail, and so you bite your nail, and that shows you're nervous or you feel insecure, right? Lend it, you used to eat them. Were you that hungry? All right, well, let's look at another one. What does this word mean? Indecision. Indecision, that's a weird word.
Indecision.
Decision.
If somebody is indecisive, they have indecision. Yes, very good. They're undecided.
Undecided.
Yeah, they can't, like maybe they can't make up their mind. So somebody I don't remember who it was, somebody on the side wrote, they wanted to know what it meant, pulling or tugging at ear. You might see somebody doing this. Like, that means, yeah, it is.
It's a guess.
That means they don't know, they're indecisive. They don't know what to think or what to do.
My decision.
Yeah, they don't know how to make a decision. Well, indecision is a great word to use. My friends, we're getting really close. Our time is almost up. But I want to, I like to end classes asking if you have any questions, anything I can help you with.
So thank you very much for this wonderful lecture today.
No, Ahmed, you're so generous.
Thank you very much, teacher.
The truth is, what really makes class wonderful. Yes, go ahead. Go ahead, Valentina.
When is the next class we
Okay.
had?
There will be other classes. We try here at Verbling to have classes going 24 hours a day. Tomorrow, or not, I don't have any tomorrow, but Monday I have 4 different classes at different times. And I have a Verbling Facebook page that I just put here. Oops, I just put it twice in the Verbling chat. And for any student who would like to follow that class, I always, right before I start, I put that in, and I say, hey, try not to miss next class, it's going to be great. And excuse me?
Buenísimo, está bien, it's good.
Oh, buenísimo. Estaba escuchando para inglés y estabas hablando en español. Okay. That's wonderful. I really, appreciate you guys and your willingness to participate. You know, I would encourage you to keep practicing and don't be shy. Um, there's there's a lot of people that want to learn, and you just have to be brave and practice as much as you can. Ahmed, I see you're asking, can you give me any start for the... I don't know if I understand what you're asking me, Ahmed.
Not me. I'm not asking. It's from
Okay, I
outside.
just saw, can you give me any start for the class? Okay. Well, anyways, we're out of time, and I just want to say thank you again for being such a wonderful class, and I hope you learned some words tonight, and with our
Thank you very
practice, we just go a little bit of time. No, thank you. I hope everybody has a great rest of your weekend. Thanks.
Thank you.
Take care. You guys are great.
Teacher.
Thank you.
Gracias.
Bye.
We'll see you later. Take care.
See you later.
See you later.